Thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Northeast. I'm Andrew Pritchard, Senior Meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. Temperatures across the Northeast this morning: cool in the north, low 60s to be found across northern New York, New Hampshire, and Vermont. Warm and muggy as you head off to the south, though mid 70s already this morning across coastal areas back toward western Pennsylvania. And it is going to be a warm and muggy weekend as heat begins to once again expand across parts of the eastern Corn Belt into the Northeast. Now, as we take a look at temperatures, or the satellite picture, I don't know where I got temperatures from, we just looked at that. Let's talk about the satellite picture here early on Friday morning. Cloud cover across eastern areas, the west beginning to break free on the backside of our storm system here, so sunny skies across western Pennsylvania, upstate New York, and then off to the north across northern New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. As we look at the radar picture, again, plenty of shower and storm activity across eastern Pennsylvania, east toward the Atlantic Ocean, but dry as you head north from there. It's going to be a dry weekend as we talk about really thunderstorm chances highest across parts of the northern plains and the Midwest. This is the severe weather threat for today. This will be Saturday and then Sunday. Really just talking about the risk for maybe a couple claps of thunder across coastal areas today and then the far north on Sunday. Quiet as we look at the hazards map from the National Weather Service as well across the Northeast. We've got heat advisories and excessive heat warnings in effect across the north, and then flood advisories as we head down toward the south as we start talking about tropical systems. Now, as we look at the flow of the jet stream here, our 500 millibar height anomalies, bringing it back to today, we've got a trough in the west, ridging beginning to set up here across the Great Lakes, and as this slowly expands off to the east, this is what's going to allow heat to once again return to the Northeast. Now, it'll be rather short-lived because we've got a trough making its way through the Canadian Prairie this weekend, and that's going to dive into the Great Lakes in the Northeast by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So we've got troughing in the east, ridging in the west, so heat pushed back toward the west. This is going to bring cooler temperatures into the Northeast. It's also going to bring several opportunities for precipitation across parts of the eastern Corn Belt and the Great Lakes, but really a rather dry upcoming week across the Northeast. So here's the chance for a couple claps of thunder across parts of eastern Pennsylvania, maybe coastal areas as we head through the morning hours today, but really drying out as we head into the later part of the day. We'll keep it dry as we head through Saturday. This is midday on Saturday. No precipitation to talk about across the Northeast. We're into Saturday night now, and then as we head into Sunday, a little frontal boundary moving through the north could bring some showers, maybe a rumble or thunder or two to parts of northern Maine, but by and large, the Northeast staying dry this weekend. The precipitation you're seeing here on the 60-day precip forecast, all falling here this morning. Otherwise, we're going to be enjoying a dry Saturday and Sunday across the Northeast region. Now, as we watch the evolution here, as that trough begins to crash across the Canadian Prairie, we'll bring in at least an opportunity for some precipitation here the back half of the weekend. I'm sorry, not the back half of the weekend, but the early half of next week. We're getting into Sunday, keeping things again dry across the Northeast. But here comes this front from north to south as we get into the early part of next week. This is midnight Sunday night, getting into Monday morning now. Here's sunrise on Monday. We're starting to see maybe a broken line of showers and storms moving from northwest to southeast across the Northeast. Monday night into Tuesday. And then as we get into Wednesday, maybe some showers on the backside here. We're looking at, this trough kind of hanging out, maybe some light precipitation, but this is not going to be a soaker as it moves through the Northeast. So as we look at total precipitation, one thing I want to point out, I love when you can see the background state of the atmosphere, the flow around the area of high pressure. Not only can you see the clockwise flow, the anticyclonic flow, but in the core of that ridge, you can see it staying dry, the precipitation around that. So watch as I hit play heading through the first part of the weekend. Really kind of cool to watch the animation there. But you see as we get all the way to midday on Sunday, still dry across the Northeast region. As we get into Monday and Tuesday, we'll see the front make its way across the Northeast, bringing disorganized, broken precipitation to the region. So some are going to get a downpour. Someone might pick up a half an inch or an inch. Someone's going to get missed by this event, though, on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we'll just pile on some very light precipitation over the next 48 hours as we head through kind of Thursday and Friday across the Northeast. And so as we watch some expanding drought, we're looking at the drought monitor class change over the last month. I know a lot of people already saw the actual drought monitor map for this week, but I'm looking at the change from the end of June to the end of July here and looking for areas where we've had class degradations. And again, that's there's several corridors of that, but related to this video, we're looking at this region here across the eastern Corn Belt and then western portions of the Northeast, parts of Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, upstate New York, really drying out over the last couple of weeks. And so as we talk about a lack of precipitation over the coming week, I would expect to see that area not really seeing any improvement, obviously, in some areas trending a little bit worse. So this map, we're looking at a comparison here. We're looking at the European on the left, the GFS, the Ensemble Forecast here, probability of picking up 1 inch or more of precipitation between now and the end of July, so through July 31st. And you're looking for the deeper shading here. That's where you got your higher probabilities, and you're seeing a lack of any shading at all in some areas here across the Northeast. So again, we've got the frontal boundary Monday and Tuesday, but this is not going to be a soaker, and it's not even going to be evenly distributed precipitation. It's just going to be, a slow progression here, a broken line of precipitation with some winners and some losers, but overall, not looking at real significant addition of precipitation over the next week with this frontal boundary. So let's finish with a look at high temperatures over the next several days. Again, 70s and 80s for just about everyone for the day today. We'll start warming up as we head deeper into the weekend as that ridge begins to expand. 80s and 90s more numerous, especially as we head into Sunday. The front starts making its way in on Monday, but not soon enough to make a difference across some of these southern areas. Look at this, mid-90s. Going to be expected anywhere from coastal Massachusetts all the way back into central Pennsylvania. So a scorcher on Monday afternoon across portions of the Northeast. The scorcher continues on Tuesday across southern areas of the Northeast, but you do see that cool air making its way in from north to south. This will eventually overspread the entire region by the time we get to Wednesday, finally bringing some relief to these hot areas across the south and the east. Have a great day, a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you again on Monday morning.